All right, I think we're working, so we'll get started. So, welcome to the call, guys. Tonight we are going to be talking about how to invite for challenge groups and how to run a challenge group. Before I get started on that, though, I did want to go over a couple things. Make sure all of you are muted, okay? And I would highly recommend having something to write with, a pen and paper or something, because I'm going to go over some general stuff too. I'm going to talk about Team Cup, and I'm going to talk about the Punta Cana trip, because I think everybody needs to know about that too. So let me get my notes. So first off, Team Cup starts in February. Registration starts the 18th, so that's next Monday. What Team Cup is a group of 5 people. You can only have one diamond coach, so you don't have to have a diamond coach, but if you want to have a team and you want to have a diamond on it, you can only have one. You're working together as a team to build these points to get certain ranks. There's Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. And for every Success Club point that you make and for every rank advance that you have and that each of your personally sponsored coaches has, you get a certain number of points for that as well. The prizes are pretty cool. The first tier prize is a custom Shakeology tumbler. The second tier prize is Hardcore 22 apparel. I think it's either a t-shirt or a tank top, depending upon whether you're a boy or a girl. And then the third tier is a Beachbody throw blanket. So start thinking about your teams. Remember, it's groups of 5, so with 1 diamond. What we'll do, I'm sure Melissa will have something in Catalyst too about talking about teams, and I'm going to make sure I have something posted in Intentionally Inspired so we can get our teams together. I would recommend anybody that's thinking about working the business, sign up for one of these teams. If you end up working the business and you get free stuff, there ain't nothing wrong with that. So, the other thing... Punta Cana 2017. Who is going to register? Oh my God, you guys, raise your hands. Melissa Sacco, put your damn hand up, girl.
I am a family of 5, and the pricing is way different for families of 5.
Yeah. Marty and I are talking about just going the 2 of us. Here's the thing, you guys. Punta Cana is really cool. It's a Success Club trip. So
I would love to go just the 2 of us.
That's our plan. What we're planning on doing is just going the 2 of us. So what you can do is, it's a Success Club trip. So each Success Club point that you earn gets you a certain amount of trip dollars. So for say you want to just do the 1-bedroom studio, it's a $300 deposit plus $1,200. You can earn that $1,200 based on your Success Club points. So say you get, let's see, I have it all written down here. Oh, typically for just a regular non-Success Club month, 1 point equals $5. Once you hit Success Club 5, each point equals $10. During the month of January, they're doubling this, so you can get $20 off of each Success Club point once you hit Success Club 5 or more. Each quarter, they are kind of combining that all together, from my understanding, and that's going towards your $1,200. So you can earn up to $300 each quarter to go towards your $1,200 for your room. Marty and I joined Beachbody in August, and the Success Club 16 trip is a cruise, and it looks pretty freaking sweet. And I know I earned $580 just working from August through December, and it was already sold out. So the registration is actually only for, I don't know how long. I think you can actually register until January of 2017. But here's the thing, it's probably going to sell out pretty quickly because I know the cruise sold out really quickly. So there are 2 waves. There's going to be one in late August, April 23rd to April 27th. And then the second wave is from April 27th to May 1st. And they're doing 2 waves because there are so many people that have been interested in the Success Club trips and so many people that qualified for them. They wanted to make it available to more coaches because we're becoming more popular. So it is an all-inclusive trip too, so keep that in mind. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, and the most important thing about that I wanted to say, January is double points month. I may have already mentioned that. So 20 points per Success Club point. All right, before I move on, anybody have any questions about Team Cup or Punta Cana in 2017? No. Moving on. I like this. All right, guys, so we're talking about how to run a challenge group and how to advertise for a challenge group. The first thing I want to talk about is how to advertise for a challenge group. One thing that I see a lot out of new coaches is people posting on their Facebook pages. Hey, Kelly, can you just make sure that you mute, please? Maybe
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I might be able to mute you.
Okay, hold on.
I gotcha.
You muted me?
I muted you, Kelly.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. So, how to advertise for a challenge group. You want to advertise in two ways, at least two ways. For me, I don't use Instagram. I don't use Twitter. It's just all too much for me. Pinterest, I can't do any of those things. So I've got Facebook and I've got my like page, my personal page and my like page. A lot of things that new coaches do, myself included. Oh my God, if I could ever go back and show you guys my original post, Melissa. Melissa has seen it. Oh my God, if I can find it, maybe I'll post it for you guys. It is like it's what not to do as a Beachbody coach to post about. So the things that you don't want to do, you don't want to post your link. You don't want to talk about the price, and you don't want to post Autumn's picture if you're doing the 21-day fix. Make it your pretty little faces, or if you're a guy, your handsome faces. Make it inviting. This is something that Melissa and I were talking about in our conversation earlier today. We don't want intimidating pictures. We want pictures that invite people, that make them want to join us because we're fun and we have a good time and we're not scary. So when you guys are making your pictures for your challenge groups, go ahead and throw a picture of the 21-day fix or Autumn, but do it in like a pic collage or something where you're having most of it be your face. Because this is when these people are purchasing these programs, they're not just purchasing the programs, they're also getting us. And I think that's the best thing out of all of it. So the programs don't have anybody that keeps you accountable. Sure, if you buy a program and you buy it through beachbody.com and you end up signing up for a club membership, sure, you're going to get a coach, but those people you don't know. And I remember when I first did it, I had a coach and his name was like Rami or something, Ronald something, I don't know. And I remember he used to email me all the time and I used to think to myself, oh my God, who the hell is this guy? Leave it alone already. So you're not connecting with the people most of the time when you're getting them as a lead. So really, really let people know that you get me too. I mean, I'm going to be with you there the whole way. I'm going to be with you every day. I'm going to be talking to you every day. The other thing that you need to do when you're doing your ads is you make sure that it's eye-catching. And I usually don't post an ad immediately. Like I will start to type an ad out and I will save it as a draft. And then I will go back in an hour and I'll look at it again and I'll say, what do I want to tweak on it? And I will send it to one or two people that I'm friends with, one or two of my coaches, and say, hey, can I get some feedback on this? What do you think? Find yourself a friend who you can bounce ideas off of. This is the success partner thing that we've been talking about. Don't just go out and ask somebody, hey, will you be my success partner? Sure, maybe that'll work, but let it be an organic relationship, somebody that you just kind of start talking to so that you can bounce these ideas off of. Hey, here's my ad. What do you think of this? Do you like it? What do I need to change? What do you think? These ads are a big thing, you guys. As coaches, we are not salesy. Salesy is icky. It's yucky. We don't want to be icky and yucky. We want to share our story, and we want to share what works the best for us. So why do I love the 21-day fix? Because I can eat chocolate and drink wine with it. Post about it. Why else? Why else do you love the 21-day fix? Because it's only 21 days. Find something about it that you love the most and make some kind of a comment about that. And then what like attracts like, you guys. So when you put yourself into these posts, people that are like you are going to show interest in these posts. I think Lynette's doing her hair in the, in the camera. Remember, like attracts like I was saying. So if you're posting things that you like and things that you love and posting about yourself in these ads, people that are like you are going to be drawn to you and they're going to want to know more about it. The other thing for these challenge groups, guys, post your ads in Catalyst and Intentionally Inspired so that we can go in and we can comment just like we're customers that want to do this, because it creates kind of this bandwagon feeling. Oh, other people are doing it, I should do it too. And it's a good feeling. It's going to boost your reaches, because if I comment on something that Leslie is doing, that comment is going to show up on my wall to my friends. And so maybe one of my friends doesn't mesh well with me for some reason, but maybe they connect with Leslie, and that's a good fit. And I'll tell you, if there's somebody that I know that goes to one of my coaches or one of my other teammates, I'm okay with it, because this is a team, and it's not about me. It's about these people that are trying to get better, these people that are trying to be better, and they need to find somebody that they connect to in order to really succeed at that. So, let me see. Make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, I want to talk about boosting posts for a minute. So I was just doing one of my personal developments last week was Amy Porterfield is fantastic, you guys, with Facebook stuff. Write that name down, Amy Porterfield. She does all sorts of classes and webinars, and she has podcasts, and that's what I was actually listening to. It was a podcast on Facebook targeting for ads. What she recommended is, instead of just going into your target audience and pasting, writing 100 different tags or bullets or targets, she suggests doing a whole bunch of small, little, teeny, tiny ones to figure out which target you're going to get the most hold from, the most interest from. So for myself, one of my big things is baby wearing. I sew accessories for baby carriers, and I am big into the baby wearing world. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do, baby wearing, because I connect with these women that baby wear. So this is something that I'm actually going to put into use this weekend. I'm just going to run an ad, and it's just going to be for baby wearers. And that's it. And then it's just going to be a very short ad, but I'm going to pay attention to my reaches, my engagements, that's the word, my engagements, and my cost per engagement. I've been getting about 10 to 11 cents per engagement, and that's a phenomenal number. I don't know how I've done it. I've done it for 2 ads in a row now, and I wish I knew so that I could keep doing it. But you want to pay attention to your cost per engagement, and you don't want it to be more than like 30 cents. If you're paying more than 30 cents per engagement, you might want to think about closing that ad down, tweaking it a little bit, changing your audience, and reposting, because you're going to be paying a little bit more than you should be paying if you're up to 30 cents or more per ad. So you have to play with these audiences, and what Amy Porterfield suggested that we do is we run these little teeny tiny ads, and we do them on a regular basis to kind of test the waters. And then we figure out, all right, so I'm getting really good traction in baby wearers, I'm getting really good traction in cloth diapers, but I'm not getting good I'm not getting good engagement in attachment parenting. So I'm not going to include attachment parenting. I'm going to include baby wearing, and I'm going to include cloth diapering in my new target. And what that's going to do is that's going to increase your chances of getting engagement, from my understanding at least. This is yet to be tested. I plan to test it this week. The other thing about Boost, guys, is Facebook is a little bit funny. The more you pay, it's not like a set scale, but the more you pay in a shorter period of time, it seems to be an exponential increase in people that they show your page to and show your post to. So I know for myself, I wanted to run $35 for a like page boost for the weekend. It was supposed to be last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I somehow put $35 for the day, and I got I think it was like 82 people or something. And that was 82 people I had to reach out to in a week, and that was a lot. So if I had done it maybe 35 for the whole weekend like I was supposed to, I'm sure that it would not have added up to 77. Marty was looking into this, and I don't remember what he found, but this was one of the Amy Porterfield in-services on the Facebook targeting and Facebook boosts. But there's something about the more money that you put into it, obviously the more you're going to get out of it, but it's more of an exponential increase. So what we do for our budget, and this is just what we do, okay? This doesn't have to be what you guys do, but we take a third of all of our earnings for the month and we take that aside for taxes. Then we take the last 2/3 and we cut that into quarters. So a quarter of our after-taxed income we are using for advertising. And I know it might seem like a lot, but the more you advertise, the more people are going to come to you. And it doesn't have to be a quarter. In fact, this month, it's going to be too much money. I don't have enough time to touch base with all of those people. So, but set yourself a budget. The budget is really, really important, and stick to that budget because it is so easy to spend and spend and spend and just say boost, boost, boost. Pay attention to your boosts and make sure you're paying attention to your budget. All right? Anybody have questions on boosts, on how to advertise? Okay, go for it, Melissa.
How are you determining which, what's it called? When you, oh my God, baby wearing, which target is yielding engagement versus which one is not? Like if I put in 5K runs because I want to do a running group next month, how do I tell if that's getting engagement over clean eating or whatever I put in there?
You got to run them separately. So you have to.
Is it in the Insights tab?
Different ads.
Okay, got it.
So you're going to run one ad with 5K and one ad with clean eating. So the first ad.
But you're going to do the same post.
Exactly.
But you're going to boost it, like say Monday you run one and Tuesday you run and boost a different one.
Exactly. And this might be something where it's going to be more of a long-term thing because you have to think about it. My Monday night is different than my Tuesday night, is different than my Wednesday night, and different than my Thursday night. So this is more of like a long-term thing. So I'm going to, maybe this Friday, I'm going to start a post for baby wears. And then next Friday, I'll do a post for cloth diapering. Because when you do them at different times, it's kind of changing the baseline a little bit because people don't.
So you're boosting posts that are not challenge groups. You're just boosting for audience gain, right?
I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to boost a challenge group because we always have challenge groups going on. So there's always something going on. So I'm either going to boost a challenge group or I'm going to boost a page boost. I don't ever boost just plain posts. I have not gotten any traction off of just boosting a plain post. So the only thing that I boost are challenge groups or my page as a whole.
Okay.
And you can check if you go to my insights, you can check to see under view details, you can check to see what your engagement, your cost per engagement is. Anybody else? Moving on. Running a challenge group. I have a secret. My secret is named Edgar. My husband found this amazing program called Edgar that is 500 times better than Hootsuite. And the only downfall is that it's $50 a month. But I set my challenge group up in the beginning of the challenge group, and Edgar does it all for me. It posts everything. It posts all my logs, all of my posts, my daily morning posts. It posts everything. I also have that hooked up to my like page and Marty's like page and my personal page and Marty's personal page. So we can, for those of you that like to schedule out posts, if you can swing a $50 budget, it might be worth it from a time management standpoint. What I use with Edgar that is a fantastic tool that I didn't know about until, of course, Marty found it. And it is, if you go back into your online office, sorry, somebody asked why not Hootsuite. I've found Hootsuite to be unreliable, and I've heard that from a lot of people that you can't always trust it to post. I tried to use Hootsuite myself, and I'm Hootsuite stupid. I could not figure it out, and I heard more people saying that Hootsuite was more of a trouble because you could never count on it than it was helpful. So Edgar is what we use, and what we use with Edgar is if you go back to your Coach Online office, under the training, you are going to find challenge group training. And in the challenge group training, they lay out for the 21-day fix, a 21-day challenge group posts, hammer and chisel, 60-day posts for hammer and chisel, size, 30 days for size, and all of these programs so that you can run these challenge groups, and Beachbody gives you the posts. So what I did, I took all of those posts and I imported. When I say I really mean Marty. I put them all into Edgar. Actually, he put them all into Edgar, and then I went through and I personalized them all, and I got rid of some of them because I think some of them are a little bit silly. So I got rid of some of them and I personalized them, and I added my own stuff in there too. But this has saved me so much time. I do daily food logs in my challenge groups. So 7 p.m. every night, your daily food log is going up. I would have to set myself an alarm, and 3/4 of the time I wouldn't hear the alarm, or it would be 8:30 at night, and I would say, oh my gosh, I forgot to post the log. Because my challengers, and this is something I'll get into, my challengers, they comment each day. I post a daily log, and they comment on it like a thread. So that's how I go over their food and stuff. But they get used to that time, that 7 p.m. time every night. They know their log is going to post at 7 p.m. at night. So at 7:01, if they want to get it done, they know that it's there to get it done. Edgar has helped me immensely with this. The nice thing about the Beachbody training and the challenge group stuff that they have in there is they talk about Shakeology all the time, and they're great Shakeology posts. So I have started to kind of change the way I do my challenge groups. For those of you that listen to the National Wake Up Call, how many people listen to the National Wake Up Call? Melanie Mitro. If you have not, you need to make it happen tomorrow. This was the best National Wake Up Call I've ever listened to. Hands down. I have it scheduled to listen to it again tomorrow because it was so good. Here's the thing about Melanie Mitro, guys. She didn't start off coaching right away. She started off as a challenger, and she didn't even buy the product. She borrowed Insanity from a friend. In her challenge group, her coach ended up giving her this 7-minute video on saying, here's your homework for all the challengers. You need to watch this video on what it's like to be a coach and why everybody should be a coach. Melanie told her husband, oh, I think I really want to try that. And he said, absolutely not. It costs too much money to get into it. Because remember, guys, she hasn't spent a dime. She just is using a borrowed program. So eventually she went behind his back and bought it anyways. And not behind his back, but she used her birthday money for it and didn't tell him for a few days. And turns out now she's the top coach 2 years in a row. She's in the Millionaires Club. She's a serious coach, you guys. She didn't even start as a discount coach. She started as a member who borrowed, a customer who borrowed a program from somebody else. So we all talk about changing 3 lives every month because everybody wants to hit Success Club 5. Forget about Success Club 5. That's fantastic. But if you have a customer that says to you, oh, I can't afford that. I'm really sorry. I really want to do it, but I can't afford it. Don't walk away from them. Don't say, okay, well, I'll touch base with you later. You say, you know what? I've got this great membership that I can give you. It's 30 days free. It's club. You can stream hundreds of hours of workouts. Plus, there's a ton of nutrition information in it. What about that? I'll make sure that we cancel you before your 30 days if you don't want to keep it. If you do want to keep it, it's $40 for 3 months. You get them into your challenge group, and that's going to do 2 things. It's going to give them an opportunity that they wouldn't have if you didn't offer that, if you didn't open your challenge groups up to these people. And number 2, it's going to give them a chance to actually show you and show themselves how motivated they are. So say you've got somebody that can't afford it but really wants to make a change, and they're posting like a champ. This is a great opportunity for you to give them a coaching opportunity to go over the coaching opportunity, but it's also good for them mentally, physically, emotionally, because think about how you guys felt when you were in your first challenge groups. Wasn't it such an uplifting feeling seeing all those people that were in there that were succeeding with you, seeing daily positivity posts, all that stuff? That's motivating and uplifting. So if we cut these people out of our challenge groups, we're closing off potential people whose lives we can change. So I have changed my thought process. It's not all about my Success Club points. I want to change lives by offering people club who can't afford it. I'm also letting people in my challenge groups now who don't get the Shakeology, who just get a program. I make sure that I post on the regular about Shakeology, or Edgar does it for me. And you can use that training in the back office. Those posts, Beachbody has them all set up for you. Tweak them to use the pictures and tweak the words to say what you want them to say. And people are going to start talking about Shakeology if they're not using it. What is this stuff? One of the posts says something like, what does it help to cut down on cravings? 85% of people say that they've had a cut down on craving by day 3 drinking Shakeology. So what has it helped you break your cravings of? And the people that aren't drinking Shakeology is going to see that and they say, oh, really? And then they're going to see your challengers. They're going to see your challengers post below chocolate, sweets, carbs. And they're going to say, ooh, well, maybe I need to try that. But if they weren't exposed to that outside of your challenge group, how would they know? They're just going off of what you say, and great, you're a coach, so we obviously know what we're talking about. But once you get done with your warm market and you're moving on to your cold market, these people don't know you from Eve. So you have to kind of create a relationship and help these people, even if they aren't buying challenge packs. One thing that I found to be really, really helpful in my challenge groups that I started doing, I think 3 months ago, was contests. I had been listening to one of the top coaches, I don't even remember who anymore, but they were talking about contests and how they do contests in their group, and they find that it increases their engagement. So this challenge group that I have going on right now, I had a lot of people staggered coming into it. So the first 2 weeks did not go as well as I would have liked them to go. I wasn't getting people that were posting on regular, I didn't get people that were posting daily. Everybody does their logs because they quickly find out when I tag them on a daily basis and start lovingly poking them that they need to log every day. So logs aren't an issue, but I was having problems getting people to answer my questions and really engage in my posts. And nobody was posting on their personal page. So this week what I said to them is, giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm not telling anybody what it is though. And here's how you're going to earn points for it. Or here's how you can be entered. You must do your workout every day, and you must do your log every day. If you miss a workout, or you have a day where I have to tag you in your log, you automatically are disqualified. From all the people that are still qualified at the end, I will be checking your page, and every time you post something that is Beachbody related, whether it be Shakeology, whether it be your nutrition plan, whether it be a post-workout selfie, whether it be something about how you feel, as long as it's posted with value and not fluff, and you tag me in it, you'll get a point for every single post that you make, up to 5 points a day. So I've got one girl in my group right now. She is just killing it. She is actually, she's a discount coach, and she's in Catalyst and Intentionally Inspired right now as a discount coach and thinking about coaching. I told her yesterday, I said, girl, you are already posting like a coach. She goes, really? I don't see it. I said, it's clear to me. You are posting like a coach. And what these giveaways are doing is it's giving these people an opportunity to compete in something, because first of all, everybody likes something that's free, right? Second of all, competition drives people. Third of all, this is going to weed out. No, the grandma in the group is actually my stepmom. Although she's pretty awesome too. It's going to not weed out, but it's going to kind of point you in the direction of who the people are that are going to make great coaches. Remember, you guys, our great coaches are made from our challenge groups most of the time. They're our challengers. They're our discount coaches. Melissa Sacco, Leslie Russell. It's these people that say that they don't want to coach. They just want to be a discount coach. Jackie. And they just want to be discount coaches. But then once you start engaging them and getting them into contests and stuff like this, then you start to see them shine, and you start to show them, look, you're already doing it. People are already starting to talk to you about it. Why not work with them, help them like we've helped you? And it really is a great opportunity to get your challenge groups kind of moving and motivated, and figure out who's going to make a good coach. Hang on. What do you do for people who don't want others on their personal page knowing they are trying to lose weight? That's a tough one. I have one girl in my group. That's a really tough one. I have one girl in my group right now that she will not post a single picture of herself on her personal page. Even prior to this, she didn't want anybody knowing that she was losing weight. I just encourage her. That's all I do is encourage. Hang on. Yes, recipe and food shares, Melissa. You mean like having them get points for recipes and food? With their containers? Yes, absolutely. And that's part of it too. I have them share recipes, containers. That's a great idea actually for the people that don't want to lose weight or that don't want to post about losing weight. Just have them post their food and this is what I'm eating. Look at this is my container. People that say they're going to starve on the 21-day fix, container to plate. Look, you're not going to starve. Stuff like that. I got sidetracked. So the contests are really going to shake things up. I've done 2 different types of contests. I have done them weekly and I have done them for the whole 3 weeks. I don't really have a preference. I will say when you're doing stuff that involves points, you have to find the time to sit down and track the points. So this is why I make people tag me, because I do not have time to go to your page to see if you posted about whatever and find out, oh, Sally Joe didn't post about this today, so she doesn't get any points. I go to my page and anybody that has tagged me is going to show up on my wall and then I give you your points. The logs are easy. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. If you want a really good way to keep track of what everybody's eating and everybody's working out and all of that stuff that you want them to log about daily, start a thread. I've got a Monday log, Tuesday log, yada, 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 and everybody posts in that log, and everybody posts in the evening. When I first started my challenge groups, people were just posting constantly throughout the day. I was getting people that were posting their breakfast and their lunch at lunchtime, but then wouldn't come back and post their snacks and their dinners and their workouts. So I found out quickly that if I actually started a thread for each day and allowed and gave them space, it was easier for me to track because I didn't have to track everything down. And it gave me an area to reply to each specific person to talk to them about everything. And it really it organized it and it cleaned it up quite a bit. So what I have my challengers log is they log their food. So breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack, or whatever. Then they log their water, their workout, their mood, and their sleep. The reason that I have people log their mood and their sleep is because it's 2 reasons. So mood. People tend to be a little bit happier once they start the 21-day fix. It also gives me the opportunity to help motivate them, inspire them, and make them feel a little bit better when they're having off days. Because let's be honest, guys, everybody has an off day, right? So as their coach, I want to be the one to be there to help lift them up and make them feel a little bit better. I found that people tend to be very honest and say, I'm very anxious about this, or I'm very confused about this, or I'm having a really bad day. And that gives me an opportunity to go in and talk to them and see what I can do to help their day get a little bit better. I have them log their sleep because in the beginning, they tend not to sleep very well, most of my challengers at least. And then they start to notice that they're sleeping better. So where they were getting 6-7 hours of sleep before and it was choppy sleep, now they're getting a solid 8 or 9 hours. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're nourishing our bodies better and we're actually working out on a regular basis, and it makes you tired at the end of the day. So people tend to sleep better. I like people to be able to go back and look at that and say, oh, when I first started a week ago, I wasn't sleeping very well, but look now. And my moods before weren't very good, but look now. I know specifically one of my challengers, before she started the challenge group, she was having a tough time. She was posting on her personal page about all sorts of tough stuff that she was going through. And I kid you not, she's been doing this. She's on her 3rd week right now. All of her posts on her personal page are positive now. It's really been uplifting to watch this change in her. And you'll notice that with your challengers. If you provide them this not just food nutrition, but this nutrition for their soul. You're feeding their souls too. You're not just feeding their bodies and teaching them what to eat, but you're also helping their mind, you're helping their spirit, and you're helping their soul. So remember that you guys have this great ability to change lives, and it's really moving. And it's an awesome, awesome gift that we're giving. Think about all the lives that we've been able to change. And think about all the lives of the people whose lives we've changed. So, what I would recommend is, I'm just checking my notes, make sure I didn't forget anything. Open these challenge groups to everybody, because people always need help, whether it be with their nutrition, with their fitness, or with their overall mental attitude towards life and the things that are going on in their life and themselves. Let these people in, because we have the ability to change their worlds. And hang on. Yes, we can change things. We can change the way we're looking at this system. Instead of focusing so much on Success Club, let's focus on the number of people that we're getting into our programs and the number of people that we're talking to. I started talking to a girl from my Lake page the other night who already has a coach. She and I have been talking. We talked all day today, and I already knew she had a coach. She plans on signing as a coach, but she was an inspiration to me, and she said I was an inspiration to her, and so we just clicked. And just because she can't be one of my customers and one of my coaches doesn't mean I need to stop talking to her. I can change her life just like she can change my life. So really, really take the business about this is fantastic. We have endless amounts of money that we can make doing this. But is it all about the money? Look at it from the humanity side too. Change these people's lives, and you will find your life is changing exponentially in the process. That is, so make sure, I just want to touch base on one thing. Make sure you guys are going into the back office and make sure you're checking out the challenge group template that they have for you for each of the programs. You guys will really, really like it, and it might make your life easier. The name of the program that I use too for all my posts is called Edgar. I love me some Edgar. And the nice thing about Edgar too is that we have it in our toolbar. I can click Edgar Plus if I'm reading an article, and it will automatically pull the article into Edgar and give me a group that I want to click, that I want to attach it to. So I don't have to copy the link and then paste it into Edgar. Edgar does it all for me with one little click. So, questions? We have 2.5 minutes. Hang on. Yes, it's snowy. It is very snowy. In fact, it's pretty snowy. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like in the morning. Joey's gonna need to go outside and shovel in the morning, and Marty. Anybody else? Questions? Now's your chance. Now's your chance. Nothing? All right. I haven't had a chance to do it yet. I have a call that I need to do in 6 minutes. So I will get on Catalyst and Intentionally Inspired right now, and I'm going to post my invites because I was supposed to do that last week. What I do to invite coaches, what I do to invite cold leads, what I do to invite warm markets. And cold leads includes my Success Club leads, my new customers, and that I get through Success Club 5 leads. All right?